BTMreview.com, here with a commentary, favorite night of the week. When we do them weekly, that is. We're going to be doing a follow-up to our last one, which was the original Problem Child. We're going to do Problem Child 2. I don't know if it's fair enough to call doing two of them junior exploitation necessarily, because we're not going to do Junior in Love. We're not going to do any other ones, at least not while I'm around here.
We could do other movies where there's a character named Junior.
Ritter exploitation. How many good John Ritter movies are there though? I just can't think of that many.
I like It.
Oh yeah,
I like the first part of It is better though.
It would be fun to do actually. And do like a two-parter.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Oh yeah, Stay Tuned. Remember that movie?
Never saw it.
Holy shit! Really? Where he gets inside the television. There's a scene where he's like on Wayne's World and shit.
I remember that so vaguely. Wow. It's like you just mentioning it made all the repressed memories of that movie come back. But no, I haven't thought about that. No, I've never watched it. I just remember it. I think it's just one.
I haven't watched it forever too.
I think it's just one of those movies I saw in passing when I was like a kid. Wow, that would be fun. If you wanted to drop that in the box sometime, that would be totally fresh for me. I would watch it and, it would be,
fresh.
A pretty cool experience because I have no recollection of it. So that might be fun. I think it would be fun to do. I don't know if we did something like that. We'd probably want to do a two-parter, right? Split it.
Yeah.
He was in Sling Blade, but, as a support, I don't know if Sling Blade's the kind of movie that's fun to do a commentary for.
Probably not.
How much can we talk about a Kaiser Blade? I'd probably spend the whole movie talking about how Billy Bob Thornton was nothing but downhill from there. He peaked.
It's the only movie I've ever seen him in.
Really?
No way. I saw Simple Plan.
I didn't see that. Maybe I did see that a long time ago, like on Skinamax. I actually liked Monsters Ball, starring P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah. Was he in that?
Yeah. Monsters Ball, him and Halle Berry, obviously, she won the Oscar for that. And, it's a drama. It's good. It's got Heath Ledger in it and, Peter Boyle. And he's like a big time racist, and his dad's Peter Boyle. It's 3 generations. His dad's Peter Boyle and he's a horrible racist and he treats his son like shit. But then you kind of realize, wow, his dad treats him like shit. And it's just one of those things. And,
oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah. A lot of,
I think I was mad that it never showed him fucking.
Are you kidding me? Yes, it did. Dude, there's a pretty insane sex scene.
Maybe it wasn't good enough to where I could jack off to it. Maybe that was what was pissing me off.
That's fucked up. But it was it's one of those sex scenes that looks real. Looks like they really did it. And I've heard rumors that it was real. But it's pretty rough. But, Halle Berry, P. Diddy played her husband that got executed on death row, and Billy Bob Thornton was.
Did he pull his fat fucking cock out and let Billy Bob stroke it?
All right, we're going to get on to this fucking movie. Zach, I got to tell you guys something about Zach today. I've only been talking to him for about 20 minutes pre-podcast, and this dude has got a hard-on for something because he won't stop talking about gay sex, ethnic sex, and it's really disturbing, man. It's like, dude, I don't think he's wearing any pants over there. Though. I'm kind of glad we're not in the same room right now. I'm glad we kind of do this remotely.
You said like, oh, I'll be there in a minute, in about an hour. So I wait an hour, and then I call you. You're like, oh, I'm eating. Let's wait a couple more minutes. So then I just sat it. I didn't want to fucking turn the computer off and walk away again. So I just sat at the computer and watched some porn.
God.
So by the time you called me, it was still on. And I was just commenting on the porn.
No, he was talking about normal stuff, and I was talking about whatever, the normal stuff we talk about. And he's just like, yeah. And I hear, yeah. No, I didn't hear that. That's disgusting. I would have fucking been off this shit. I'd be like, you know what? We're going to postpone this till tomorrow.
You would have got off.
What? God, dude. It's fucking disgusting. This is a children's program because we're watching Problem Child. It's in the title. Problem Child.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to do Problem Child 2. We're going to start it now. I just checked it out. Pretty much when you push play. This is ripped from your DVD?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Pretty much when you push play, half a second goes by, and you see Universal, the 90s Universal logo pop up. So that's about it. If you have the DVD, it's exactly where you want to be. If you don't, yeah, pretty much Universal sign. We're going to do our 3, 2, 1 countdown and then play. So 3, 2, 1 play is how we're going to do it. And
you should let me do it for once. You always do it.
Why? I have a feeling you're gonna fucking sabotage something.
Okay, go ahead. I probably would.
You worry. I feel like there's a conspiracy. I feel like you got something planned. I think last time I did it in some voice. Like, who was I trying to do? I did the junior voice. I don't know if I should do the junior voice this time. Should I do the Gilbert Gottfried voice?
Do it as Murph. Do it as Murph, the bully.
I can't do the Murph voice.
Just like plug your nose up and talk high pitched.
No, I'll just do the regular. I would love to do Gilbert Gottfried, but I want to speak for the rest of the podcast because I'll just blow my cords out. I don't know how he's been doing it for 30 something years. But so right now we'll do it. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, look at that world spinning.
I like
this. This is bullshit because they don't fucking realize the truth, and that is that the world is flat.
I like the 90s Universal logo because it's the one that, obviously I grew up with a lot. It makes me think of Beethoven. I think I said that in the last one, Deja Vu.
Beethoven's cool.
I like Beethoven. The first one's really good. Second one's fun too, but it's, the first one's better. We're going to hear
This was probably my favorite movie as a kid.
This one?
Yeah.
We're gonna listen to a sweet Bryan Adams song.
What are you talking about?
Was this done the next year? Because Junior really doesn't look much older. It is probably done immediately.
Probably.
He looks maybe a year older max.
His acting hasn't gotten any better either.
No.
Fun memories? What are you talking about?
Ha!
He does that.
Dude, Bryan Adams rocks, man. I like him.
He's a pimp.
Why they? Oh,
he fucks all the bitches.
Randy's Donuts.
Doritos. Look at that old fucking bag.
They brought that bag back, man.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that bag.
Look at that ice cream.
They package the taco flavored in that bag.
Cool. That was after a fucking drinking binge.
You don't drink Pepto-Bismol when you eat too much. It's when you get like food poisoning. And you're like, I don't understand.
He must have gotten it, dude.
Oh, I thought that was like an adult film store. It looked like a porno shop, didn't it?
I don't remember where they're moving to. Is it like California?
Those are boobs,
or something?
dude. Did you see that little restaurant? It was two big boobs with nipples.
There ain't no second chance. No one gets out of here alive. I always love this.
So stupid.
You think he let him do that?
He's obviously sleeping in the passenger side. He taught him how to drive in the first one. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I love that. As a kid, that's like the funniest gag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're wearing red, man. They're breaking character.
When he fucking shoots it. He's such a little prick. Sound like a gunshot.
I know, it's ridiculously loud.
Look at her face. Haha, fuck you.
He would.
His dad doesn't even give a shit. Why are you laughing maniacally like that?
He's still laughing like an idiot.
Who would be that big of a dick?
Now, to kind of give a follow-up on the last one we did for the first problem child, Zach didn't realize Yasmin Bleeth played, or what's her fucking name? Not Yasmin Bleeth. I'm saying, damn it. I keep saying Yasmin Bleeth, the fucking Baywatch chick. But the chick who plays his wife, his little kumquat.
I forget her name.
Plays the nurse, right? That little chick with the mean mug a second ago, popped her balloon, her mom. Same actress.
Yeah.
Different colored hair. And you never realize that, which is crazy.
I was stupid.
That's a chick from SNL back in the day. Dude, the floor plan on that house is really
radical.
Radical!
Bossa Nova. Wait till you see your bedroom or I'm going to fuck you. Just kidding.
Fucking weird, man. Once again, do you need to take a $5 and go into the bathroom and do your business? Yeah, that house is so blue.
Over here. I'm right here. That scene from Turtles 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touchdown. Yeah.
I love this, man. You really think this kind of neighborhood exists, like single mom street, and like they're all just fucking horny. They all just want, you know,
Hopefully.
they want a piece.
He's going to fuck that pie. Junior, you fucking cockblock. She wanted it.
Oh wait, she wasn't on SNL. She was an MTV VJ. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking SNL.
Who was she again?
I don't remember her name, but she was a VJ in the early 90s around this time.
She's the one that gets shocked later.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not feeling so well.
Another man. It's been so long since I've seen this. I'm just going to enjoy watching it again. So I'm just not going to talk anymore. I'm going to press mute on my microphone.
Aaron Berger. Only other guy and lives next door.
He's a funny looking kid.
It's funny how he just starts going through all of them, though. He just starts going on dates with all of them. So which one do you think
Remember
is
his
better?
fucking daughters, dude?
What?
His fucking daughters, dude?
What about his daughters?
The fucking kids from, like, fucking Shining.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
It is the twins. Our dad's a real sex machine. Our mom says our dad's a real sex machine. You know, those little kids had a monopoly in the early 90s on all twin roles if you weren't, you know, the Olsen twins.
Really?
Right, you just... Huh.
I always love this fucking diatribe he goes on. Maybe I should go inside.
Because he's standing under the fan.
He looks like Chucky, dude.
Gotta edit out me hawking out Loogie there. It's disgusting.
If I was there, we could have used it to lube up my cock.
Oh, fuck, man. You're starting to go overboard. You really are. You're starting to go overboard for me.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit on that one. When you make me involved, it's going too far. Because like you brought me into the visual, which is fucking disgusting.
Like that scene from Clerks 2 where he fucks where he spits in his hand, in his fist.
I'm the stud.
During the donkey show.
Yeah. Kelly and her sexy stud.
Gotcha.
This is like a Chucky kill, isn't it? That's insane. And he's not dead. How does that happen? How does it launch him like 100 feet into the air?
It was the 90s, man. That always happened then.
And his head's still intact. He shouldn't have had a head. Should have stood up and decapitated. My first day of school.
This was me in the morning, dude. A turd.
You ate a turd today, I'm sure. You think he would just it would have been easier to pull him out of that fucking seat than to rip the whole thing out. I'd spank that kid's ass. Like, I get it. He's John Ritter, but what did he just give him?
His note that he gives to fucking Gottfried.
Why is he wearing a blazer dropping him off to his first day? Because in this one, what is his job in this one? He doesn't run the store because he disowned his father basically after the first one. I mean, his father's in it, but like, what does he do in this one career-wise?
I don't remember.
I don't know if they ever really acknowledge it. Is his desk made of pencils? What is that? No, I'm serious. What is that? Oh, no, it's just the pattern. It looks really weird. Remember his character, Mr. Peabody, was in the cartoon?
Oh, yeah.
The cartoon took place in like 2. It took place in this school. And Junior went to school and Murph was in it. Yeah, and the principal, like Gilbert Gottfried's character, was like a main character, Mr. Peabody. He's on act. I don't think he's surprised enough. I'd be like, whoa, small world.
You're not here. You know what's funny? Like, I remember back around the time this movie was new, when they used to show it on TV, they would cut out fucking shit like that, like farts. Like that was offensive or something.
It kind of, back then, Beavis and Butthead was like the worst thing in the world back then. You watch Beavis and Butthead now, and it's like, really? It's really tame, you know?
People were fucking stupid. They're still fucking stupid, too.
I mean, the fart jokes are pretty classless, but I mean,
they're fucking amazing.
Usually they're done pretty unclassy, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a bodily function.
Is there a classy way to do a fart joke?
I think there is. I'm sure it's not that easy. Yeah, you can go. You're up.
Wow.
What grade was he supposed to be in? I know he expedited in 6th grade, so we had less time with him.
He said 3rd grade. His dad said 3rd grade.
It's funny. You see that mugshot of Junior floating around. He looked the same. He's just got like a weird beard. He's got a weird little Fu Manchu.
Oh, did he get in trouble?
Yeah, he's got a mugshot too, man. They all have mugshots. And he literally looks the same, except he's got like long hair and a ponytail and a little Fu Manchu, but it's totally just Junior. It's so weird. It's Mr. Strickland. He got demoted to teacher.
And he also went on to be Hank Hill's boss.
Did he really? Did he play?
Yeah, his name is Mr. Strickland.
Oh, shut up. I thought you were being serious. I thought I learned a new fact.
Murph is cool.
How old do you think that actor is right there?
Have you seen him recently?
No. Have you?
He's a skinny wiener now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I wonder how old he is.
What was the question he asked?
Oh, he gave Murph a really, really easy one because he's stupid.
Why is he so surprised that he knew it? Did anybody else in that class know it?
Well, he was asking the other kids hard questions, and he got to Murph and asked him a simple question because he's stupid. Look at his cankles, dude.
Diapers?
Can you imagine that grown ass man fucking trying to bully a third grader, dude?
Oh, you're gonna hurt!
Look at that giant ass t-shirt. I bet he wears that t-shirt in the swimming pool too. One of those kids. Look at that. He's just like throwing over the desk like the Scolari brothers or something.
I always like that insert shot of his face getting the powder on it. How the fuck could he have done this?
I know. He gave him full opportunity. Like how?
Is he holding his cock? He just walks in and Junior's jacking off. Watching Murph.
I'm just going to
up there
ignore all
holding
your
his
fucking
cock.
gay shit today. I'm not even going to comment. I'm looking up how old Murph is, man. Where is he?
Did I tell you that in the third one, he's all of a sudden friends with Junior?
Is he? I know you were talking about he was in it. Where is Murph, man?
He actually works at the Nerf place selling Nerf footballs.
In the movie or in real life?
In real life.
Does he really?
Mm-hmm. What the fuck's Reba McEntire doing on this?
She's really annoying. I love you. Dude, like I'm looking up on IMDb and Murph isn't even showing up. I've gone through like 50 names. Like why? You know, I mean,
look on part 3.
I just want to find the damn actor, dude.
Oh, he was just trying to get a job at the bank.
Oh, he's unemployed and he got a house?
I guess.
How does that work?
Dun, 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 dun,
Dude, Problem Child 2 has 7%
dun.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Fuck them.
That's ridiculous.
We need to hack that website. Like Anonymous or whatever, any hackers, if you're listening. Hack all, like, into that website and give all the movies we do commentary of and say are good, like, better scores. Make them, like, number 1 on the website.
Dude, I think they just want to pretend Murph doesn't exist. Like, I can't find
This
him.
is fucking hilarious.
Home of the Cougars? Is that supposed to be a joke? Oh. Okay. He didn't want to get cleaned up.
That fucking noise he makes when he does it.
This one was still, I mean, it made a bit over double its money, you know? I don't know why they didn't make another theatrical one, you know?
Because they're stupid.
I mean, I know Hollywood, they deem it a profit when they make 250%.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't just double their money. But this one made pretty just under that. Eric Edwards is his name. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia.
Did you see pictures of him?
I'm trying to find him, man. Oh. Dude, when I type in Eric Edwards, the main guy who comes up is a pornographic film actor. He's more famous,
Awesome.
I guess, and I'm not gonna go
How
down
big
that
is
route.
Cobra?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Oh wow, there's Murph, dude. He's wearing a Wu-Tang shirt. Yeah, he's real.
He is the porn guy?
No, he's not. He's not the porn guy,
fuck.
but I see the skinny picture
I
of him.
got
where
excited.
He's wearing Wu-Tang. I guess he was in Blade too. Also, Blade. Sergeant
2 or just Blade?
No, Blade, the first one. He was in Candyman. Who did he play in the first Candyman? He was in National Lampoon's Last Resort, starring Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Did you ever see that?
No,
neither have I. I don't know if I even acknowledged its existence. Now I kind of want to watch it. Came out in 1994.
When was it made?
94, when their career was done.
Before they had their comeback.
Yeah, okay. What comeback? Corey Haim's dead.
The Two Corys, a TV show.
That's a good show. It was nothing nonstop.
When he's like yelling in his wife's face, singing, yeah.
I wonder if that's like streaming anywhere, because I'd like to. It only had like 2 seasons, right? It didn't go on
something
very long.
like that.
But it's like every episode was drama, man. They were just crying. They were both little bitches, man.
Man, it's been so long since I've seen this.
Yeah, I know some of this stuff's kind of hitting me too. Is he still running the same shop, or is
Which
he
is
just
funny because I like this one more, and I watched the first one more.
This one's longer too. I noticed this one's a good 90 minutes. You know, the first one was like what, like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it's nothing. Look at that rocket like protruding out of his wall.
Yeah, the fucking extended version is an hour and 30 minutes though. Wish I could find it.
The extended version on the first one?
Yeah. Oh, dude, is this going to turn into a porn? Is he going to fuck his babysitter?
Dude, they got an arcade machine in the house, in the main room. That's so cool. And a pinball machine?
It seems like he just, like, got rich between the first
It just doesn't make sense.
movie.
Why is his house decorated like a arcade, you know?
It's like fucking Tom Hanks's apartment in Big.
Yeah.
That's a movie we should do.
Yeah, it's got Clyde in it.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my top movies, dude.
I never knew anybody that died before. Is Drew in it? Drew.
That'd be cool.
I've never seen Drew in any other movies. Big's one of your favorite movies?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good movie.
Fuck you. It's great.
I mean, it's
amazing.
Pretty good movie.
Fuck you. Now I want to see him fuck his fucking babysitter now.
She's got a big beak.
She's gonna use it to fucking. I'm gonna rest my dick on.
Shut up, man! God dang.
Well, she's sucking my balls.
Look at the. Why are they? That's a weird TV, man. What kind of TV was that back in the early 90s? It's like a pull down. Isn't it like it's like one of those like I don't know. It's weird.
Projector things.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, man, this guy's unemployed. Where is he getting? He's got pool tables, arcade machine. You know how much an arcade cabinet probably cost in the early 90s? You know what I'm saying?
And before this, he just worked at a fucking like sporting goods store.
They were so much. Arcade cabinets were no joke. In the even in like the late 90s when they still had like tilts around in the malls, you know. I know there's still a couple floating out there. You know how they'd be selling some of the older arcades to make room for newer ones, and they'd have price tags on them.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they were ridiculous. It's like $2,000, and they'd be trying to pitch off like an old Gauntlet arcade. You know, it's just ridiculous. Was he chewing that can open? Why does it look like a Ninja Star?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, what the fuck? That's like the weirdest. He probably like used a knife.
He was using the sharp end of it, where he's like puncturing it like you do for juice cans. He's probably just doing it all the way around, like the poor man when you don't have one that opens it all around. I've done that before.
Yeah. Dude, he probably would have just killed him right there. What if he hit her with it?
Is that her ex or her current husband?
I don't know. They're probably not divorced yet. That'd be great if like they just had a 3-way.
Golly. He just hit me right in the face with a lead pipe. I was like, I think he's getting off easy.
You bully. He fucking lost that. She was pretty hot too.
Lorenzo Lamas is in this?
Yep.
Renegade?
That'd be great if he like took his shirt off and drank a big jug of water in front of his Harley. Remember that shot from the fucking theme song?
That's so stupid.
What the fuck was it?
I'm sure Corey G knows all about it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if he was watching this right now with us, he'd be like, that should have been Lorenzo Lamas. Kind of looks like Steven Dorff, too, right there.
Yeah. What she said.
This is a pretty good prank. This is a pretty good one.
I don't know how he did it. Like he's live streaming it or something.
To any of this.
Yeah.
Is he that nice of a guy? He's gonna take home the guy he just hit a lead pipe over in the face. They didn't get arrested. You know, they would have had the cops called.
I guess the guy he knocked out when he walked in didn't press charges.
Yeah, that
or maybe
guy
he hasn't
too.
woken up yet.
With the lead pipe. You could even call that attempted murder. God. Look at the kids. The adults don't care if the kids are watching. These guys believe in foreplay, man. They're just taking their sweet time. That guy still has his leather panties on.
And they're in high school, dude.
Are they really?
That's not realistic.
Like, why are they standing up? This is crazy. They all had time to order pizzas. What is going on?
They're wrestling.
Speaking of WrestleMania, we got to do those. We got to do. I want to do a double feature of buddy comedy. So I want to do Cowboy Way and then Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man. I want to do those two. And then we should eventually get to our wrestling double feature where we should do, either Mr. Nanny and Suburban Commando or maybe even that one with the stupid twins.
What about fucking what is it? Ready to Rumble.
I've never seen that. I don't like David Arquette, so I don't know if
with Jimmy King.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like movies that starred wrestlers, not a movie about wrestling.
Well, there's all kinds of them in there. Cameos.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I would watch it. It sounds fun. Can watch Mickey Rourke, the wrestler. That's not really a commentary movie, but I love that movie, the wrestler with Mickey Rourke.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in my top 3 favorite movies of the last decade or whatever.
Yeah,
it's so good. Also in the top 3 somewhere is I love that movie.
The chick from My Cousin Vinny shows her tits in it, dude.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, she's attractive.
Oh, I just like the tits.
I know. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't like cock because that's all you're talking about tonight. Finally, I'll take it. You just mentioned
if it showed Mickey's cock, I would jack off right now.
Do you think it looks like a Meatloaf too, just like his face in that movie? Fucking
hopefully
looks like a mangled, chewed up fucking Frank.
The head of his dick just looks like a chewed up piece of bubble gum.
Looks like dried jerky, the whole thing.
What the fuck did he do to his face? I heard he had like botched Botox or something.
Surgery. And, it started because his career kind of dropped off in the 90s. And I remember he showed up in that Van Damme movie, Double Team, with Dennis Rodman.
Double Team? Were they all fucking each other?
I'm not commenting on it. But it's a shitty movie and he's the bad guy in it and he's got a little bit of surgery and it's like, okay, he's still recognizable, but, and I think, and he's in this other movie called, what is it called? It's got a title that's already the name of another popular movie. Is it called Point Break? Which I think is stupid. It's got but it's actually a pretty good movie and it came out in the later 90s. It's got Danny Trejo in it too. It's a pretty cool scene with Danny Trejo. It's kind of before he was Danny Trejo. but he's snorting all this coke off of this hooker, and it's the most ridiculous scene you've ever seen. But that's a pretty good movie too. But yeah, somewhere in like the 2000s, he just came out and looked really weird. Now he looks really weird. He's like 60 pounds. He weighs nothing, and which is weird because his head's still the same size. He's got these giant ass lips. He looks like Gary Shandling now. His core.
I always thought that bed was awesome when I was a
What
kid.
are those little?
Yeah, it's like he has a game on it or something.
Oh, he was that big ass house, and you see how big that house is, and the grandfather is reduced to sleeping in Junior's room. You really think? You don't think there's another bedroom? He
spent all his money on the arcade cabinets and stuff. He couldn't buy another bed for another room.
So do you think Murph goes around trying to ask those other girls to like the school dances and stuff? And he's like 30 years old.
Hopefully.
You know? My question is, why is Murph still in school? He could have dropped out a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
You know,
he probably should have.
If you're still in the 6th grade, by the time you turn 16, give up and drop out.
We're role models, dude.
How old are you in the 6th grade? You should be like, what, like 11?
I don't remember.
If you're in the 6th grade for 5 straight years, yeah, I say drop out, try your best to get a trade job, or go to fucking some city college, learn how to weld, you know?
Get a GED, a GED.
I think Murph would have a hard time getting a GED. Look at him. Look at his power stance.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. They don't use the classic fucking Bad to the Bone riff in the 3rd movie. Guess they couldn't afford it. So they do like a fucking version of it that's kind of like it, but
they change it.
Different enough so that they don't get sued. Imagine the turn it would have been if she shot him with that, and it was so powerful that it fucking blew his skin off.
If that hose was really that powerful, like that was like a fire hose for crying out loud.
Yeah.
It would have blown her away too, man. She wouldn't be able to contain that thing, hold that thing.
Yeah, the hose would have fucking tried to straighten out of her hand and shit. That's fucking awesome.
Remember that scene in the first Beethoven movie when Ted the kid drives the station wagon through Dr. Varnick, the vet guy, the bad guy, through his office, and then he flings that table full of syringes and they all fly into his stomach? That's brutal shit, man. And he like just dies slumped in the corner, and he's got all these syringes sticking out of his torso.
That was in Beethoven,
brutal, man. Yeah, it's like a child's play kill. It seems like something Chucky would do. Like he'd rig.
Wasn't there a similar kill in the original Basket Case?
I don't think it.
Basket Case is cool.
Yeah, I love the first Basket Case. I've never seen Basket Case 2 or 3.
2's on Amazon Prime right now.
Is it on there?
Yeah. It's a completely different movie. It's way more polished and kind of Hollywood looking, but it's fun if you're in the right mood, but the 3rd one's kind of garbage.
Yeah. So, I mean, but that's what's so great about the first one is how rough it is.
Yeah.
And how just indie it is.
The animation scenes, dude.
I love it. No, but like that whole scene in Beethoven, it reminds me of a Chucky movie, because that's something Chucky would do. You could imagine Chucky like rigging a bunch of syringes on like a tray and then doing something to flick them and then fly at somebody. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens to Dr. Varnick, man. And he's just got just shot with all these syringes stabbed in his stomach. I'm like, this is crazy.
I love this scene.
Did she say his groin is thirsty?
She said something. I didn't catch it either.
That was weird. Why are these kids in all these movies? They're fucking horrible actors. They're absolutely horrible.
Dude, if I ever would have done this as a kid, I would have got my ass kicked.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I can't believe people actually fucking start drinking it.
Tangy.
How does he piss this much?
You know what? You know what? I take that back because one time when I was a kid, I took a piss in like a Mountain Dew can, and my sister drank it real quick, and I was like, "Don't drink that." She's like, "I just got some of it." I was like, "I peed in that." She's like, "Yeah, it tastes like it."
Oh, and she didn't freak out?
No, she was really young.
Oh, God.
I was a dick. That would be steaming, dude.
Yeah, it'd be like steaming. Well, no, if it was cold, it would.
Yeah. Mine would be darker and have a bunch of bubbles. Maybe a little blood.
That's all right by me. No, my brother, one of my brothers had a bit of an issue pissing in beer bottles. Because I don't know, he was real lazy. He'd be playing online games or whatever, and he didn't want to like leave the match or whatever.
I've been there, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking sad.
No, when I was a kid. Oh wait, I'll tell you later.
Okay, he's pissing these bottles, and he didn't get just one brother. He got two brothers with it. My brother Andrew, he's like 10 months younger than me. He's around my mom's house where he was living because he was a little younger, and he picks up the beer and he starts drinking it. And he just kind of stops and he chugs. He just kind of looks at it like, kind of like Dumb and Dumber. You'd keep your mouth shut if you knew it was good for you. That's what. And he just chugs it. He downs it. And he's like, wow, it just tastes a little weird.
He didn't want to be called a pussy, dude. He's like, oh, I can't just stop drinking this now.
But then he handled it pretty well, I think. But I witnessed the second time. The second time he got his twin brother, my brother, who's his like identical twin, he was absolutely livid. And it's disgusting, man. He was trying to play it off by saying, that's just an old beer. That's why it tastes bad. I'm like, dude, this is piss. And then we took the two beer bottles. I poured them in two separate glasses and I showed him the difference. One was a real beer and the other one was the stuff that he drank. The other one was like orange, like a fucking morning piss. And he's trying to say, oh, that beer's from yesterday. I'm like, no, beer does not turn orange and fucking bloody piss like. This is stupid.
Yeah, I used to pee in I used to be afraid to go to the bathroom sometimes when I was really little. And I would pee in a cup and then forget about it. 3 days later, I'd go in my room because I didn't stay in there that much. I usually just slept in the front room when I was a kid. It's like during the summer and shit. And I go up there and it smells like piss and I'm like, oh yeah. And I remember going to grab it and the fucking cup just dissolved as I picked it up. It was like styrofoam and shit.
Gross. I was afraid to go to the bathroom when I was a little kid because I saw Look Who's Talking 2 with the talking toilet.
That's why I was afraid to go to the bathroom too, not because of that fucking movie though.
Do you remember that though, the talking toilet?
Yeah.
Give me the pee-pee. Give me that pee-pee. I was scared of that, man. And I remember...
He was into scat. Or not scat, but piss.
I told you about that. It's, coming out on this paranormal podcast we got going on. But that one house I was talking about with the basement,
Mm-hmm.
I was so scared to go upstairs to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Because when I'd have to go upstairs, I'd have to pass by that this cubbyhole area where... basically it was haunted, and I was so scared to do it. So I would usually, I remember one night I opted to get up and I pissed in my toy box instead. I just literally stood and I pissed in my toy box.
I used to piss in the heat register thing, the thing that is on the ground and it has hot air come up.
What?
Yeah, I used to just piss in that.
What was wrong with you, man?
I was stupid.
That's crazy. Why would you do that?
I'd still hit that, dude. Oh, the Marge Simpson, dude.
Yeah, don't call the hospital or anything. Just let her go. Let her walk off like that.
He fucking drove that one asshole back home, but didn't care about her.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny? Can't believe you pissed an event. Like,
And dude, the whole
why?
house stunk.
Because it was blowing the hot air. Gosh,
Yeah.
man. And it probably tracked all the way through all the vents, maybe.
Yeah, I did.
Dude.
I was a dick. He's a little cock block, dude.
I had a friend that
That was great.
yeah,
I knew
she
you
just flipped him
look. What would you do if you're like, well, I guess if a little kid did that, I wouldn't give a shit, but
What did she say?
I forgot what she said. Did she just call him like a dork or something?
The bitch must die. No, I was gonna say I had a friend that took a shit in a Pringles can. A real gnarly shit in a Pringles can. And then there's this guy that he hated. We were at his house and he opened up like one of those vents, right? Where the heat and the AC blew through. It was like up on the wall, you know, one of those ones that's like on the top of the wall. He
Put it in
unscrewed
there.
it and he put the Pringles can with the lid off and he put it in the vent where you couldn't see it openly. And so, just let it do its thing and stink up the house.
That's genius.
You never been born.
She looks familiar. Did she do other
does.
movies? It's probably I'm probably just recognizing from this.
Why would that still blow? You think it would put it out? You know? Look at that. Why is it still lit?
I remember having like fireworks that had like
look at that. Have you ever
waterproof
seen anybody
wick.
run down the hall holding their stomach, making it obvious they are going to blow?
His
Attempted
reaction,
murder. Attempted
his reaction to it is the best.
I love this.
These are mine.
Why would a guy like Big Ben even be like toying with the idea of buying secondhand clothes?
I think he just came to hang out with them. He was hoping they had some more lemonade. They even tried to sell his dog. Well, I'm going to beat the fuck out of that little motherfucker. He just starts beating the shit out of him with his belt.
He just takes it off and just starts whacking at him.
Fucking hangs him with it.
I mean, Junior needs it, man.
Ah, fellow chucker, eh?
A fellow chucker, eh? Wow. Why did that? I don't know.
Help me.
Oh, he's stuck in the tree. I just don't get it, man. Like you'd think his grandfather would rather sleep on the couch, even if hypothetically, let's say there's not another bed anywhere in that giant ass house.
He like, if anything, he should have fucking screened for him one before they shut the doors.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And
Oh.
you think somebody sees him? Hopefully,
Lamont does.
yeah. That fat guy with the glasses. That's isn't that Paul from Cheers? It is. It's Paul from Cheers.
I love you.
So why does she want to marry Ben Healy so bad? Like, she's got all this money. Why
John fucking Ritter, dude.
Have you ever done one of those strongman, those things? They're hard, man. I don't get it. Like, they're tough.
I've never tried one.
It's not about hitting them hard. It's
I never fucking pay for any of this shit when I go to these things.
Oh, the crazy dance. I don't like rides, man. I don't like shit like that. I don't like crazy dances. I don't like stuff like that. They just, why people pay money to get sick, I don't get it. And ever since I saw this movie and what happens on the crazy dance, it just doesn't help. Little girls can have their kiss boots.
Tall as a tentacle.
He's close enough, dude. I'd make the exception. What a dick.
Get out of here, motherfucker. Get the
chick
fuck
back
out
there
of
with
here.
the yellow top's attractive. Watch though, like the kiss boot. What kind of dunce? He's got a creepy My Buddy. Why is he carrying around a My Buddy doll?
He just won it.
I guess he won it.
What's the matter? I like how he just destroys the stand up and the guy doesn't even care.
Gives a high five to this little kid. Why is he hanging out with these little
Oh shit, I guess he did care. I never noticed that. He said, "Hey, you know, creep," because it sounds so fucking like they overdubbed it later. Oh, dude, Joey Ramone.
Great. The greatest scene of the movie right here. Well, this scene alone's worth more than 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. French fried potatoes. He looked like the Mad Magazine guy there.
All people with redhead and freckles look like the Mad Magazine guy. I mean. What a Gaylord. Pump it up.
I think he says that when he's doing his
they're not even
porno
holding onto
movies
the
now.
railing, man. Like, they're not holding onto the railing and they're staying perfectly center in that seat. They're not flying around. You ever been on something like that? You're like leaning against the side, like.
Yeah. I remember there was, at ours, there was this one that like, it was like a big 2 rows of seats and it just like went up and down, like it rotated. So like me and Mitchell, whenever we got to the top, like right before you start going down, if you'd spit, you'd actually like see your spit go up and above you and shit. It was weird. And we used to piss people off because like our spit would land on other people. Oh, dude, Corey Feldman.
Get the glasses. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Murph's is the best. It just looks like a fountain.
It's like milkshake all over.
It's so ridiculous looking. It's amazing.
Looks like he's shitting out of his mouth. Yeah, right.
How is this not widely recognized as the greatest scene in any movie? I love the ones that look just completely fake. That's amazing. There's a scene like that in Detroit Rock City, actually.
Yeah, I think at that point you would keep your mouth closed. You would be Murph keeping your mouth wide open, like just catching all this fucking vomit. This is ridiculous. They all look like they got the slime gun from Ghostbusters 2.
They're fucking throwing up on their kid's head. That's amazing.
They all look like Janos. Why am I dripping with goo? why would a crazy dance or any ride for that matter have a speed dial that goes to like a level that's out of control like that?
That'd be funny if like the little things open and the kids start getting thrown out, spinning and shit.
Why is he giving him a lecture? You could never prove that he did that. Like, my first notion wouldn't be, my damn kid did that to that ride. You wouldn't think that.
He's known him longer than you have, dude. He knows this little fuck. This is Junior's work.
All right, I promise.
You know what this movie needed was the return of the prune.
Yeah, the prune just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think he'd still hold on to that prune, man. Especially after that, the lucky prune. Like, man, this thing, I'd keep the bullet in there. Wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
If a prune saved you from a bullet and it was like a divine intervention of sorts, I'd keep that thing forever with that little bullet in there. It'd be like the best like bar story, like conversation piece.
How the fuck did she just get in there and do that and expect not to get in trouble?
She painted all the blue red. And she changed all the furniture. Got rid of his arcade, man.
And she put a gas pump. What the fuck are you going to do with that?
The credit goes to her. Yeah, dude, you came home and somebody redecorated your house and got rid of your shit.
I'd probably fuck her and then I'd get pissed. Like, fix all that shit now.
She's got a Miss Yvonne haircut.
She could cosplay as Elvira. The haircut.
Right.
That'd be cool.
Totally dirt.
I'd fuck her if she dressed like Elvira.
Oh, you're still talking about that? You're a horny motherfucker, man.
Oh,
Go do something about it. Dude, Big Ben would make a good clown. Can't you just see him like in a big clown suit and clown makeup?
Look at that ass. Oh, dude, she's jacking him off, yeah. All right. Oh, I'm going to spurt.
Hey, fucking shut up, dude. Fuck, it's making me sick. Stop it. What's... She put pictures of herself in there. Look, there's pictures of her everywhere.
That's awesome. Why the fuck are you talking like that? You sound stupid.
That southern accent? You talking about her?
Yeah.
I hate, it's a really fake bad southern accent, but people with really thick southern accents, I think it's the worst accent in the world, man. It's just not, it's not attractive. Have you ever heard a girl talk like from, that was from like Mississippi?
Yeah.
Man, it's a bit much.
You talk funny. Healy. 9/11. Oh, dude. Illuminati symbolism.
Dude, she just moved right in and he's all cool, you know? I want a fucking corn with that. Was that called a corncob pipe? What is it called? Corn? What do they call those things?
I don't know. Hopefully he's got some dank weed.
I love this, man.
This is so dumb, dude.
He puts the dog in a catatonic state and he's just like rock solid. It makes no sense. He turns into the wooden dog Rimshot from Ernest Scared Stupid.
I always thought it was funny how Rimshot looked nothing like any of the kids when they turned into the wooden dolls. He just looked like a fucking chunk of wood. Like, oh, we don't even fucking care. We're not even going to bother making this look like a dog.
That's so funny. We'll have to do that movie at some point, too. Did we ever do Ernest Goes to Jail?
Nope. We wanted to.
I'm surprised we didn't. We sure we didn't?
No.
Look at him. He looks so ridiculous.
He fucking picks him up and throws him. That's hilarious. Remember how they get him to snap out of it?
No, I really don't remember.
It was so dumb.
Look at that man holding a knife up to him.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she'd be toast, man.
Clowns.
What the hell?
This bitch is busting my balls. I was wrong. Why the fuck would you have that, dude?
A cockroach farm or whatever?
If you were Junior's dad, would you have fucking dreamed of buying him that?
No.
God.
You think that's enough bread for 4 fucking people? They got like 4 giant ass French loaves.
They're eating salad.
That's a giant loaf of bread, though. Yeah, it's lame. They're eating a salad. Where's the...
Order a fucking pizza.
And it's not even a good salad. It's literally just lettuce with 4 tomatoes.
No salad is a good salad.
I love salad.
Fuck you.
This is ridiculous. You'd see that roach under that little cherry tomato. It's so ridiculous. It's just rolling around.
It's blue cheese. I'd shit myself.
Like they just spread like crazy all of a sudden.
You think this will end with like them breaking out of Luanda, like in Creepshow?
Oh. What would you do if they were just going everywhere around the table? Like, how would you contain it? Like, would you grab like some bug spray, or would you do what they're doing?
I'd probably just leave.
I would. I'd take the
fucking
whole
leave and
table
call an
outside.
exterminator. Junior, you failed me. I bought that for you in confidence that you wouldn't ever let it open up. Wait, what the fuck was I thinking? I'm stupid.
Basically, you should have knew better that he buys him something like that. He's going to use it to sabotage something. I'm like, don't touch me, man. You had cockroaches in your mouth and on your face.
I want to motorboat her tits.
Dude, what if you had a giant ass cockroach in your mouth? I don't think enough mouthwash could get that feeling out.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she wearing that dress to dinner at the house?
It's sparkly. He's got that fucking Richie Rich haircut for this scene.
Richie Rich, that's kind of a weird like-hate movie.
I haven't seen it forever.
Yeah, do you remember it pretty well?
Sort of.
I remember it really well. I watched it a lot growing up. We owned it. It's weird, man, because it's like a movie that I like, but it's not very good. Like, I don't know. It's kind of
I remember like a scene where didn't it end on like fucking Mount Rushmore or something?
Mount Richmore.
Oh,
where it was like the Richie Rich family's faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any
That's
movie
pretty
with
funny.
John Larroquette is kind of cool. So he plays the bad guy, Mr. Van Doe. And he's kind of a ridiculous bad guy. He's pretty quotable. Me and my family, we like to quote him from time to time. It's so he's a highlight.
That's actually I was watching fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre when he's like the mad and the macabre, and I was like corn on the macabre. That's what I thought of it.
What does that have to do with Richie Rich and John Larroquette?
Wasn't that John Larroquette that did that
On what?
on the original?
John Larroquette's in fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Didn't he do that little voiceover at the beginning?
Did he?
I think so.
Hold on. I'm going to feel like an idiot if he did, because I don't recall that. Hold on. I'm going to look it up.
Scratch my balls. Junior.
Oh, did he do the remake?
I think he did the original too, didn't he?
Hold on.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just mixing
it's
them up.
coming up. I'm just trying to figure out which one it was. Hold on.
Is she? Do you think she's hotter as a brunette or redhead?
Dude, you're right. I don't know how I didn't know that. And it says here on IMDb trivia that his only payment for doing the opening narration was a joint.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, John Larroquette's the man. He was on last week's Mark Maron podcast. I only listen to Mark Maron's podcast when he has like a guest on there I really want to listen to. Otherwise it's not usually my thing. But yeah, John Larroquette was this guest for some reason. But
who's Mark Maron?
He's a comedian. He has one of the most popular podcasts out there, the What the Fuck podcast with Mark Maron.
Never heard of it.
Dude, he had Barack Obama on it. He has like big people on his podcast.
Oh, hello? Oh. You think she's hotter as a brunette or redhead?
I think she's hotter in this as a brunette.
I think she's hotter as a redhead.
Well, we, sir, are at an impasse then.
We can't be friends. He's only met her twice and he's already talking like this.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And he's just, I don't know.
He doesn't
totally
even fucking notice that she looks like his ex. Wouldn't that be funny if it was like a plot twist that was his ex? She's like, I'm sorry, I want you back. I
None of it
changed
makes
my
sense to me.
name.
It doesn't make sense that he let this one chick move in, and have like her shit everywhere. And
she just did it without asking to.
Oh
I
man,
guess
I would
okayed
have thrown her out by the hair.
I would have fucked her tits and then thrown her out.
Look at the dog. Wearing a windbreaker.
And I thought you left me. I should have known.
Oh, he just falls over.
It's so fucking stupid. He just thinks Junior killed him and had him stuffed.
Dude, how cool would that be to have that prop, dude, and just keep it in your house, like in the corner? And some people come over like, oh! They feel like idiots. Because it looks pretty real at first glimpse. I don't know if he's getting worse. He was pretty bad in the first one. He set his room on fire in the first one. He almost put the whole house down. He let a bear on the loose in a campground.
And it like fucking wrestled his dad. It threw him.
He sold his dad out to be with a serial killer.
Smiley pies. I haven't had a smiley pie in 15 years. Wait, so he was just thinking like, oh man, I really like that one chick, that brunette, the nurse. But then he's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll ask LaWanda.
Yeah, it's weird.
He just makes these decisions out of nowhere, dude.
On the fly.
It's an outrage against nature.
You kind of tapped into the voodoo guy from Chucky.
That's what I was doing.
That's not what he says. You are an abomination.
An outrage against nature.
Oh yeah, he gets that like growl in his voice. Your own personal mojo, Doc. What, broken leg? How do you want a broken leg?
Why didn't we do that movie too?
We did the second one, right?
Yeah, we had the first one to do for Halloween too, but we didn't get around to it.
I'd still like to do it. I don't want to do the third one because the third one sucks.
I'd do the third one. It's good.
I mean, I'd do it, but it sucks. It's all right. I say it sucks, but that's just in comparison. It's still an okay movie.
This is how they get them.
It just really falls flat in the third act. It really does.
The Carnival Man?
What is this?
What else, guys? This is how they bring him back, dude. I would just assume he's fucking joking. He lost his spunk. Oh yeah, we jacked him off so good, he lost it. He's like my friend back in the day, jacking the dog off.
Oh, it's gross, man. Did you tell that story on a podcast?
He lost his spunk.
Did you tell that story on a podcast?
Yeah, I think so, didn't we?
Already? Which podcast did you talk about that on?
I don't remember.
Golly.
Actually, it might have been the cabin fever one.
Oh, that's right, because we were talking about when the silly guy was talking about the dog licking his asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Chow down. It's hilarious. Oh my god, dude. It's steaming. It kind of looks like Belial in the second movie.
This movie is a little bit more ridiculous than the first one, is it not?
Duh, dude. Oh, remember, I mentioned this on one of our earlier podcasts, like our earliest ones. Every time there's a scene where, like, somebody looks in one of these microscope things and it doesn't show what they see, it pisses me off. And then I said, as a joke, I was like, I just want to fucking edit my own version of it and edit in the scene from Prom Child 2 where he sees this. Whoa!
That guy looks familiar. Like I've seen him somewhere else.
This is going by really fast, dude. She's already having a fucking whatever the fuck this is. I was going to say baby shower.
It's got 22 more minutes.
I mean, like, their whole marriage proposal.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I know, there's no planning. It just... It's ridiculous.
Take me.
Why would they send the dog catchers to get a human with rabies and a net? So why did they bring handcuffs that were clearly meant for a person, but also bring a dog net? You know, like, what do they think they're dealing with here? You think that strapping under the bed? You'd think there's confidentiality, right? In medical records too. They're not going to break into your wedding shower and announce that you have rabies. That's like busting into somebody on their wedding day and be like, "You're coming with us, you have AIDS." What? You know? That's so ridiculous. What happens to a person with rabies? Like, what do they do?
They give them shots in their ass or something.
That's rabies shots, though. Does it cure rabies or does that just prevent rabies? When you get bit by something that has rabies.
I think that's all they can do. I think it does cure it.
I mean, like, it's not like a person's going to turn into
if they get bit by a dog that they don't fucking know, they'll actually kill the dog and see if it had rabies rather than just giving you shots.
If you get rabies, do you turn into that guy who ate the bath salts and ate somebody's face?
Hopefully. I'm going to have the biggest nose.
It's so stupid. George Thorogood and the Destroyers is playing here in a couple weeks, and I'm not fucking going because he sucks. I'll be like, play the Problem Child song. A Terminator 2 song.
Only day I was born. I said, do I did it? Did it dumb, did it do?
What is this place?
Oh, the pizza place where they throw the pizza in Godfrey's fucking
wacky.
Girlfriend's face.
Why was that guy wearing a beer helmet?
Why wouldn't he be? Maybe I'm getting solved, but I just came a little bit.
I knew you were going to go for it, man. Dropped his pants.
They didn't say shit.
I know, and she had that little bitch face on her. Look at this guy. Yeah, look at his little tramp. Dude, she's attractive, though.
Baby. I always remember the scene where the meatball lands in between her tits.
It's ridiculous. Why is she with him, though? Like, he's some kind of sugar daddy. He's a principal.
He makes a lot of money.
He'd have to, because look at him. He looks ridiculous, but he doesn't. Would you really want to sit in that seat in the restaurant where, like, all eyes are on you? Like, look at the guys in the giant-ass heart seat that's facing everybody. Oh, man.
Oh! He should have ate it out with his mouth.
Like Mario?
Yeah.
In, Big Bertha?
That's hilarious. For all they know, they didn't do anything and he just said that.
Yeah. What is that pizza made out of?
Yeah. It looks like
it looks
it doesn't look like a pizza at all.
Look at that.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like red. It looks like they put a bunch of Vaseline in it.
Yeah, it looks ridiculous. Like, what if some of that stuff is scalding hot? Like, a pizza's pretty hot. What if it's fresh out of the oven? Dude, that'd be insane. Do you think that could ever happen in real life? Like, it just break out?
I've never seen a food fight happen in real life.
I'm sure it could, though. If you had a few people that really just went crazy, it would spread. Because they're not going to arrest everybody, right?
Imagine being in a situation where you're the guy that tries to start a food fight at school. And you're like, food fight. And you throw something and everybody just sits there like, we ain't going to do that. And you're just like, shit, I'm in trouble.
Like that was you?
That was you? Fuck you then. We should follow them home and watch them fuck each other.
She's kind of a funny little actress. Like she's her delivery is really silly.
She's a cartoon character.
Yeah. I'd be like, why'd you think her dad was like, your dad's really funny. He's okay in my book. I'm like, I did everything. His dad didn't do anything. I'm the one that threw the meatball.
It's because John Ritter, dude. You ever notice how easy it is to, like, these fucking doctors that go to school for like 7 years
and they just mix up the chart. Somebody switches charts.
They don't check the fucking name and shit.
This happens in more movies than this.
Yeah. This is funny. I'm Pinocchio.
It looks like it's literally made of clay.
Yeah. I never noticed it before till now. Isn't it funny whenever, like, you remember an effect?
Can you make noses bigger? Does it work like that? Like, how do you make the nose bigger?
I don't know.
She just came back from sending E.T. home.
What are you talking about? It's already happening tomorrow.
Everything is so fast.
And he's already decided that, like, I don't want him to marry her. I want him to marry her.
I love you.
I love you.
You ever seen Dirty Work with Big Ben in it?
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
His dad. Well, and Norm Macdonald's dad.
Wasn't that like Chris Farley's last movie or something?
It was Chris Farley's last movie, yeah. In the land of the skunk, he with half a nose is king. He's got the nose bitten off by the fucking
hooker or whatever.
The Vietnamese prostitute, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because, Norm Macdonald makes a crack at it knowing he's at the bar. He slams his drink down. He turns his head and he's got fucking chewed up nose, like a Band-Aid on it. And that's where he says that line. I love it. In the land of the skunk, he with half a nose is king. I miss Chris Farley, man.
Yeah. Do you know he was going to be Shrek?
Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, they must have been talking about Shrek because he died in 1997 or 8?
Something like that.
98.
I remember seeing a documentary about a movie. It's like a movie script that's been like floating around Hollywood for years. And apparently nobody wants to touch it because every actor that's gotten involved has died. And apparently Chris Farley was attached to it at one point. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, and it's still just kind of in limbo?
Yeah.
I've often wondered if Chris Farley didn't die, what his status would be these days. Would he have gone on to be like an Adam Sandler where, he's still kind of popular, but he makes a bunch of shitty, like watered down family movies? Or would his star sink and be like David Spade, where he's just kind of, he's not really the same anymore.
He would have been fucking Joe Dirt and David Spade would have just been his buddy in it.
I'm just saying, like, how big do you think he would be?
It's hard telling.
Or would he have transcended and been like, because there's like the elite, right? Or would he been more like a Bill Murray or, even like the Dan Aykroyds that kind of went on to do bigger movies? I don't know. I've always wondered that.
My kid would beat the fuck out of you with one little finger. That'd been funny if he was just like, "Oh, Junior's gone. Ha, fuck him."
Why they both leave both the doors open? It's really weird. That's weird. That's awkward. They're spooning. Isn't that weird? Watching these little kids spoon. And she was the big spoon.
What if they fuck, dude?
Dude, no. Come on.
And then their parents got married, so they fucked. He fucked his sister, dude.
Not touching that one. It was just weird. It was a weird image. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie that I forgot about that I'd love to watch again. And they it's not on Blu-ray that I've ever seen. And the DVD was long out of print, but I love Men at Work. Did you ever watch that?
Sounds familiar.
With Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen?
No, I don't think I've seen it. I've heard of it.
Oh, dude, it's class. Were there the garbage men? There are two garbage men?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
That movie's hilarious. I challenge you to put that in the Dropbox. That's a funny movie. It's got Keith David in it too. But it's a really funny movie. I think you'd like it. I'd love to do it. And it's one of those movies that's real short. It's a comedy.
Well, if we do that, you got to do Detroit Rock City.
I'll do Detroit Rock City. I have no problem doing Detroit Rock City.
Fuck yes.
I think at the other time when we didn't get around to doing it, I think is when we were adamant about getting River to be on board with all of them. He could never commit. Now, obviously we do them without him. So yeah, I'm down to do it.
That should have been Eddie Furlong month. The last movie we did.
We should just do Eddie Furlong Day every month. Honor him every month with an Eddie Furlong movie.
We'll run out of good movies at one point.
Yeah, I know. Well, we still got Detroit Rock City. You got Animal Factory. You got American History X. Those aren't really like commentary movies, though. Besides,
right, yeah.
Well, I guess we never did do the Night of the Demons remake.
No, yeah. I think that's on Amazon Prime, ain't it?
Oh, I think it is.
Dad, look her face. It's all fucked up.
Look at her schnoz. With how fast and pushy she is to get this wedding done, you'd think John Ritter was the one with all the money, Because it's like, she ain't making him sign no prenups, man. She's forced him into marriage. You can divorce her and take half that loot.
Even though apparently he got sort of rich between the first and second movie. Because he bought that house.
He bought a house unemployed, man.
For some reason, I just thought of that show, fucking Alex Mack.
The Secret World of Alex Mack?
Yeah. Where they made it a big deal, like, oh, now she can turn into water and go underneath doors, and she can operate heavy machinery. It's like, is that really necessary to add that? I mean, that wouldn't be that hard. Is it really on the same level?
That show. I never watched it. You remember the Tomorrow People, the 90s version on Nick?
I don't think so.
It had a few seasons.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that website, it has all the Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2, and it has every season of Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Which website is this?
The F Movies.
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to watch it on my iPhone. I don't trust those streaming sites, man. I don't get malware. I'll have to watch it on my Apple products. But I do. I got to watch Ash vs. Evil Dead, so I might watch it on the old
See,
iPhone.
look, he was literally just getting ready to say I do 5 seconds ago, and he's just like, "You're the one I want." He can't make up his own fucking mind.
He went out with her once. She's not scared by that at all. Like, oh, you want to marry me? Holy shit. I don't know.
Hey. So now she's still going to be part of his life in some way, I'm sure. They could have made a part 3.
Was Big Ben in part 3?
Yeah.
Who played John Ritter's character?
Some dude. I don't remember.
Nobody cared that she was crushed by a rock, man. She was probably dead. His face is in her vagina. Did you see
I wonder
that?
if it smelled bad. Maybe it smelled like flowers. I love you. She's
That's so
easy,
funny.
dude.
Why is she so desperate, man? She's rich, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why is she so desperate?
And everybody she's married before this looked just like John Ritter. Remember that scene where she said, hubby number 7, and it went through a bunch of pictures of just her with John Ritter. And John Ritter's dressed up and different.
How does
that
she
must
have any?
be why she wanted John Ritter. That's probably the best ending for a movie ever.
In the third one, is he married to her?
To her? I don't think so.
I'm saying is Big Ben?
No, and I don't think John Ritter's with her anymore either.
That's a disappointment.
Scuzzy boyfriend. That was Lorenzo Lamas.
Hubba lady, who's that? Oh, it must be Mr. Peabody's girlfriend. I don't know. Hot Tub
Godfrey.
Girls. Oh, they were sisters. Hot Tub Girls. That's right. They like the identities. They look very similar.
Buffalo Bob Smith as Father Flanagan. You gonna name your kid Buffalo Bob? It makes me sad that they never made a real third movie.
I mean, obviously, Michael Oliver's gonna get older. I mean, they had some room. I mean, they made this one like a year after.
The kid they got in the third one almost looks younger than what he was here.
Mm-hmm. No, he was. I don't know, man. It's just like Home Alone as well. You know, how many Home Alones could they have made with Macaulay Culkin at that point? You know, he's like 10 or 11. You know, after that, he'd be 13. Then it's not such a big deal if he's Home Alone, right? It's kind of the same thing here. I don't know how old Junior's supposed to be in this. It's supposed to be like, what?
They
8,
can make
9?
the next generation where Macaulay Culkin's the dad and he leaves his son alone by accident. He still hasn't learned his fucking lesson.
In an age of reboots, you'd think they'd do that, right?
Have you seen the fucking? Have you seen Girl Meets World at all?
I actually did watch one episode of it. I'm like, wow, this is garbage.
Yeah, it's too bad, dude. They should have made it about the characters we already like. They should have brought Vader back too.
Who?
Remember, fucking Frankie's dad was Vader, the wrestler.
No, whose dad?
Frankie's dad. Remember the chubby dude that hung out with Harley in the like
fuck
junior
are we
high?
talking? What are we talking about?
In Boy Meets World. Remember the junior high years where there was that fucking bully named Harley Kiner? He had a leather jacket on.
The big fat guy who was basically
his dad was.
My name is Earl.
Yeah, his dad was Vader, the wrestler.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Was he wearing the mask?
Yeah, there was that episode where like they ended up on TV with him or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's a 90s reference and a half, man. People are like, what the fuck?
Do you remember in Major Payne, Bam Bam Bigelow was in it? Major Payne, that's a movie I haven't seen in a while, but it got so played out in the 90s. Like, we watched it so much to where it's like, I don't ever have to. And now, if I were to watch it, it's like, this is funny, but it's like silly. It's like such a silly.
We should do a double feature with that and Blank Man.
J5! J5! Blank. I haven't seen Blank Man since, it's been a long time. It's been a good 10, 12, 13 years since I've seen Blank Man. No, I take it back. I want to say the last time I saw Blank Man was probably 1998. It's been a long time. Maybe
I don't know why, but that's a movie I bring up on this show or with you all the time. And it's not even a movie I watch that much.
I don't remember ever liking it. I'd watch it now. The thing is I think Damon Wayans is really funny, but man, his comedy was really kind of stupid. Like in his movies. Yeah, because it was kind of clean, right? It was kind of clean, and he was just very weird. And he always kind of did those wacky characters, but I don't know. I'd watch it. I'd see what's up, but I don't know. I sent a picture to I sent a GIF to a friend of mine on Facebook because I don't remember what I was corresponding about. I asked him for something and he's like, he gave it to me and I said, thanks. And he goes, no problem, homie. And then I sent him a gif of Homie the Clown hitting a kid over and over again with like a sock and and he's like, what the hell is this? I'm like, you don't remember Homie the Clown? He's like around my age. Like, how do you not know Homie the Clown? How did you not see?
Homie the Clown? I don't know who that is either.
You don't know who fucking Homie the Clown is?
Was he like the Bozo the Clown of your neck of the woods?
Did you not watch In Living Color?
Oh no.
Homie the Clown. Okay, so it's two people in a row who've never heard of Homie the Clown. It was one of Damon Wayans' characters on that skit show, Living Color. Yeah. And he was Homie the Clown. He was a ghetto clown.
That's funny.
And every time like a kid came up to him or somebody came up to him wanting to like, tie a balloon or whatever, he would smack him on the head with his sock. And then he'd say, homie, don't play that. It was just like his dumb gimmick. But there's just like this gif where a kid's just sitting down and he's like repeatedly beating him over the head with his sock. And it's just the dumbest thing. I'll have to send it to you. But it's classic, man. You should watch it. But anyway, Problem Child 2. We won't be doing Problem Child 3 because I've got too much to do and life's too short for that garbage. But it's a good movie. It's one of those movies where the sequels, pretty on par with the first one. I mean, they both have their high points. I really don't know which one's better or worse. It's like Home Alone 1 and 2. People will say they like the first one better with all these movies, but come on, really? They're pretty close. Ghostbusters 1 and 2, they're pretty close. It's kind of splitting hairs. But no, it's good. Which one do you think's better? Shotgun question. Gun to your head.
I'd say 2.
You think 2's better?
Yeah.
You don't think they're like really close?
Yeah, they're really close. It'd be hard.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let us know. I think during the podcast we threw around some ideas of what to do next. I really want to do a sort of buddy double feature. I really want to do Cowboy Way. I want to do that with Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Some pretty cool obscure 90s movies that people don't talk about anymore, especially Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. I mean, Cowboy Way too. No one ever talks about that.
I've only seen that movie once.
Oh, I love it, man. It's such a B movie. I've
seen Cowboy Way multiple times though.
I've seen Cowboy Way a handful of times, My mom was obsessed with my mom really liked Kiefer Sutherland back in the day and Woody Harrelson, and it's one of those movies that she would rent,
Queefer
Sutherland. But, and then, I really like the idea of, what did we say? Like Men at Work, right? And, and then you mentioned, Detroit Rock City. Like I said, I would suffer through Blank Man. I don't care. 90s trip. Why not?
What are you going to suffer for?
And I really want to do Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
I really want.
You need to text me all these so I can get them already.
I know. Well, you'll hear it on the podcast. We got mental note, but yeah, I'll make a list of them too because I really want to do Killer Clowns, man. That's I haven't watched that in a couple of years, so I'm really jonesing to watch it.
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole movie.
You've never seen the whole movie?
I don't think so.
You're crazy. We got to do it. It's a movie that I love to watch every year, and I haven't watched it in probably 2 years, so I'm kind of jones. I have the Blu-ray, but I'm just Arrow had put out a new one. A new version of it that I'd love to get my hands on. I don't even know what's different about it, as far as special features or, transfer wise, but Arrow does a really good job, especially with packaging. So maybe I can get my grubs on it. I mean, they're UK based, so I don't know if I have to import it or if it's going to get a US, release, but you usually have to import their stuff. But, anyway, those are some things to ponder on and marinate on. If you guys have any input, as to what we should do, any recommendations, throw them our way. YouTube, obviously subscribe there. Let us know what you think, feedback, recommendations, the website, btmreview.com. And of course, Facebook, Twitters, all that shit. We're all on all that stuff. And iTunes, feedback on iTunes really helps. You can find, all of our other stuff on iTunes as well, whether it be, the Retro Rampage gaming podcast. We've got some game commentaries on there as well. And just the classic BTM podcast as well. And a whole bunch of BTM, interviews, as part of the podcast as well. With a bunch of cool folks, in the film and the music world and even the game world. So, but check it all out. And until next time, that's all I got. That's all I got. Adios.
I do no sex.